Hello to all my friends and family, and welcome to this episode of Jim's 5am Club. What I'd like to do this morning is go through another book, and the book that I've selected for today is entitled The Narcissist, by an author named Joseph Burgo. And he says in his opening a beautiful quote that narcissists don't just lack empathy, they actually exploit others' empathy for their own gain. So let's see what lessons we can glean from this book today and incorporate them into our skill set to help us A, identify, B, avoid, and C, to get a reverse position on the narcissists. So the author kicks off with a key point where he talks about how we can actually recognize the signs of narcissism. Burgo outlines the key traits of narcissistic individuals, such as the lack of empathy, a need for admiration, and a tendency to manipulate others. Understanding these vital signs is crucial for identifying narcissists in your life. And the author then goes on to talk about understanding the roots of narcissism. The book delves into the psychological origins of narcissism, explaining how early childhood experiences can shape narcissistic behaviors. This understanding can foster compassion and help you navigate interactions with narcissists more effectively. The author then goes on to talk about the importance of setting clear boundaries. One of the most important potential lessons in this book is the necessity of establishing clear boundaries when dealing with narcissists. Burgo emphasizes that protecting your emotional well-being requires you to define what behaviors you will and you will not tolerate. The author here says a very important point, that we need to avoid engaging in power struggles. Burgo advises against getting drawn into power struggles with narcissists. Instead of trying to win arguments or prove a point, focus on maintaining your own sense of self and dignity is the key message. And the author reminds us and encourages us to practice assertive communication. Effective communication is the key when interacting with narcissists. The author encourages readers to use assertive language that expresses their needs and feelings without being confrontational, helping to minimize conflict. The author then goes on to talk about the importance of cultivating and curating emotional resilience. The book highlights the importance of building emotional resilience to cope with the many challenges posed by narcissistic individuals, because they are indeed very high maintenance individuals, and you need to be on your mettle all the time to be able to deal with them. This includes developing self-awareness, practicing self-care, and seeking support from trusted friends and professionals. The author then goes on to talk about recognizing the impacts of social media. Burgo discusses how social media can amplify narcissistic behaviors and create an environment that fosters self-centeredness. So being mindful of your own social media use and its effects can also help mitigate these influences. The author goes on to talk about seeking professional help if needed, and the author encourages readers to seek professional help if they find themselves struggling to cope with a narcissistic relationship. Therapy can provide valuable tools and support for navigating these complex and complicated dynamics. These lessons from this wonderful book help serve as a vital resource for anyone looking to understand and manage relationships with narcissistic individuals. Through his particular insights and practical strategies, Joseph Burgo empowers readers to protect their emotional health and navigate the challenges of living in an increasingly narcissistic world. What a powerful book, what a powerful message. How sad that we are surrounded in our workplaces, in our schools, in our family environments by people who are narcissistic in their behaviour. And this book offers a number of potential solutions by firstly allowing us to recognise the signs of narcissism, which include, as the author said, a lack of empathy, a lack of feeling of how others feel, and a desperate need for admiration and the tendency to use others for their own benefits. And the author rightly says that the roots of narcissism often go back to the other person's childhood. There is something that has been lacking in their life, and it has shaped their behaviours and who they grow into. So the important message, I guess, from the author here is that people who are narcissists actually need help because they lack something in their lives. Their emotional needs when they were children haven't been filled, and as an adult they go out of their way to seek revenge and to try and destroy all of those around them and those in which they come into contact with. So the key message, of course, is not to engage these narcissists, but to steer clear of them and to maintain your own dignity and sense of worth, and be assertive in your communication skills. So there you go, a powerful book, some powerful messages there for all of us to consider, and I hope we all have a wonderful Friday. Take care and bye for now.